I have to say how exciting it is to be sitting here far from home with such great people who all work so hard for the people that voted for them. And you might wonder, we've traveled all this way to Egypt. We're sitting here at the COP, and all politics are local. What's the connection? Even for the Climate Center and to see Sonoma up on a placard alongside Senegal and Chile. We are a nation. We are a nation unto ourselves. And you look at the scale and scope of what California is doing, and I truly believe that the work of my colleagues here and the work that we've been getting done, it's not just that I believe it, it is going to change the world. Just if you look at the petroleum consumption patterns of California alone, we're the third largest consumer of petroleum on the planet. It's the US, it's China, and then it's California. We drive a lot. Let's just put it that way. We drive a lot. And when you look at the impact of our economy, and even President Biden and his incredibly inspiring announcements about help for the global south and adaptation, announcing $11 billion in funding for impacted environmental justice communities all over the world. We put $15 billion as California alone into adaptation and resilience within this package. So when you look at the scale, we have to operate with the seriousness and the responsibility that we are a nation state in some ways. That we just surpassed Germany, unfortunately, as a global economic power has been impacted by the war in Ukraine, largely because of energy terrorism from Russia. But that as California rises, we have a responsibility to lift all boats. And so part of why I think it's important that we're here is not just to tell our story and to relish, because I certainly share in that, but it's to share and it's to show scale. And so when you think about the Inflation Reduction Act and say the carrots approach that Congress had to take, a lot of money. And my colleague, the master of that money, Bob Wieckowski, who we're going to miss so dearly, is going to talk about in a minute. Money matters. But there are carrots and then there are sticks. And what California did this year is we didn't just go carrots alone. We didn't just give sugar. We have to make the medicine go down. And so when you think about Reggie's story of his son, the setbacks legislation that California passed, that now the global oil industry is descending upon California to go kill that bill at the ballot, in the courts, and every which way they can, because they want to keep drilling near where kids live and where elderly people who have respiratory issues live. Our local politics are global because it scares them when we pass a bill like that and shows that justice is indivisible as a whole world, that a kid in South LA and a kid in Senegal have the same destiny in some ways, and it's on us to get that done.